It's now outputting sound. It shows outputting sound on my end. It's 11:29. I have 1 more minute. Yay! So you can hear me and the game. Hallelujah! Okay, hello Duchess, hello Mickey. There's more people here than I would have thought, given that I really didn't announce this. And I've been very inconsistent and it's been weeks. I don't remember exactly where I was in this game last time, except that now I need to go to Val Royeaux, I know that. Alright, my stream health shows healthy and all my sound appears to be working. Dun da da da! Alright, let's go figure out where we were from several weeks ago.
I will keep the peace while you and the others appeal to the Chantry in Val Royeaux.
Better ready yourself for the blame you will be rightly assigned.
Oh, shut up, Chancellor Roderick. Alright, let's start with Val Royeaux. Hello, Janbo.
For I walk only way to see me near. For I walk only way.
No game sound. You're joking, Rocco. You're joking. Hello, Elric. Hey, yo.
Have you kept in touch with our friends in Lady Esterly's estate? Several bards will play for her tomorrow night. We will have names soon enough.
I can never decide what to do on these. My husband's texting me to tell me he can hear everything. Yay! Hello, Grey Warden Vicari. I love that name. You and I were just talking about the video I just put up. I have not played this game in quite a while. Oh wait, I don't want this one. I want... Oh, I am not running any mods on this game. Hello, Beth! I'm not running any mods on this game, so I have to get used to the war table not updating instantly. Okay, so the Inquisition visited my clan. I'm playing as an elf, which I also usually don't do. Our clan was visited by members of the Inquisition who spoke persuasively of the good work you're doing, as well as the fairness with which our kind have been treated by the Inquisition itself. And I got some Blood Lotus. Alright, let's open up Val Royeaux. Yeah, all the knowledge ones. I should get those ones first.
Having the herald address.
As a person who really loves this game, you'd think that I'd be a little more disciplined in the way that I approach the
At the moment, the Chantry's only strength
my methods for doing things, but usually not. Usually
and we
just
should ignore
complete
the
spur of the
danger
moment.
to the herald. Let's ask her.
I talked right over all that dialogue. This may not actually help. This is a terrible plan. I'm not worried. Well,
I'm more concerned this won't actually solve any problems.
I agree. It just lends credence to the idea that we should
I'm
care
so
what the
happy you guys
Chantry
joined me
says.
today. Thank you so much. I was
I
really
will go
expecting
with her.
basically one.
Mother Giselle said
Yeah,
you could
more bag
provide us
space.
names. Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now, we can't approach anyone for help with the breach. Use what influence we have to call the clerics together. Once they
Because
are
I
ready,
usually play as
we
a
will
human
see
because
this
I like
through.
their body better. It's a very stupid reason. Yeah, I usually play as a human. That's kind of lame, but... Fear the Old Gods. I love that name. God, I really wish they'd fix the
city's
walks
still
of the
mourns.
females. She walks all hunched over and she walks like a guy. I mean, not that it matters.
Just a guess, Seeker, but I think they all know who we are.
Your skills of observation never fail
Mickey,
to
I think the
impress me,
playthrough as a
Barrett.
mage is spectacular. That's why I'm playing as a mage this time. I think
My
the
Lady
soulless
Herald.
romance is the best
You're one
way
of
to get the
Leliana's
lore.
people. What have you found?
The Chantry Mothers await you, but so do a great many Templars.
There are Templars here?
People seem to think the Templars will
A
protect them
great many.
from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
Only one thing to do, then.
I
They
do
wish
love
to
I do
protect
love the
the
play.
people
Thank you, Rocco.
from
I do
us?
love the playthrough with the mage from a lore standpoint.
You think the Order's return to the fold, maybe? To deal with us upstarts?
I know Lord Seeker Lucius. I can't imagine him coming to the Chantry's defense. Not after all that's occurred. Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
As you
If we
say,
are
my lady.
delayed. What could you possibly mean, Cassandra? Yeah, Mickey, I usually romance Colin because I'm a boring old lady. But the romance with Solus just teaches you so much about the game world. So much about the game world. Got all these Templars. I wish Val Royal was bigger. It's a fun.
The Inquisition. We don't require that sort of thing in Val Royal.
We don't require that sort of thing in Val Royal.
Good people of Val Royal.
Battle Solus in
Hear me.
Dragon Age 4, Christy?
Together, we mourn our divine. A naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery. You wonder what will become of a murderer. Well, wonder no more. Behold, the so-called Herald of Andraste, claiming to rise where our beloved fell. We say this is a false prophet. The Maker would send no elf in our hour of need.
Oh, such a racist. Ploppy, hello. How are you? It's afternoon here. Fear, I am genuinely attracted to Solus. Because I know the outcome of that romance, it's a bummer. You go into it kind of knowing.
We came here in peace.
I'm so
simply
happy
to
you came by,
talk.
Ploppy.
And
Thank
this is
you.
what you do. I implore you. Let us sit down together to deal with the real threat.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
It is already too late. The Templars have returned to the Chantry. They will face this Inquisition and the
I'm doing
people
much better,
will be
Ploppy.
safe
Thank you so
once
much for
more.
asking. I shouldn't laugh at that.
Still yourself. She is beneath us.
She is beneath you.
Was that display supposed to impress me?
On the contrary, it wasn't for you at all.
You don't matter at all.
Lord Seeker Lucius, it's imperative that we speak with...
You will not
Oh, thank
address
you.
me.
Thank you, Ploppy.
Lord Seeker?
Creating a heretical movement. Raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet. You should be ashamed.
You should be ashamed.
You should all be ashamed. The Templars failed no one when they left the Chantry to purge the mages. You are the ones who have failed. You who'd leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If you came to appeal to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is mine.
If you're not here to help the Chantry, then you just came to make speeches.
I came to see what frightens old women so, and to laugh.
And to laugh.
But Lord Seeker, what if she really was sent by the Maker?
Yeah, Ploppy does really good videos. He's been doing Mass Effect videos for a long time.
Purpose.
And they're good.
Do not question.
I will make the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the Void. We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing. And the Inquisition, less than nothing. Templars, Val Royo is unworthy of our protection. We march.
No, no, don't go.
Charming fellow, isn't he?
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
Yes. Yes, he has.
Do you know him very well?
He took over the Seekers of Truth 2 years ago, after Lord Seeker Lambert's death. He was always a decent man, never given to ambition and grandstanding. This is very
Chancellor
bizarre.
Roderick's okay in the end.
Do you think he can be reasoned with?
I hope so. If not him, there are surely others in the Order who don't feel as he does. Either way, we should first return to Haven and inform the others.
Rocco.
Ever since our divine was murdered.
What's that? An arrow with a message?
What's that? All the info about the Imperial Court. A mysterious arrow! People say you're special, I want to help, and I can bring everyone. There's a baddie in Valroyo. I hear he wants to hurt you. Have a search for the red things in the market that docks around the cafe. Maybe you'll meet him first. Friends of Red Jenny. All the times I've played Fear, all the times I've played through this, I'm only now playing through with recruiting the mages this time. So you always do the Templars? I've done both. I actually like the Templar playthrough. I mean, the special missions that you get for whichever one that you... Time to get everyone's favorite goofy elf, I know. The ones that you play through with... I'm losing my train of thought. I like the Templar specific missions better, but I usually do the mage because I'm a mage, so why would a mage pick the Templars? It just doesn't seem very
Know my heart.
smart up here.
Take from me a life of sorrow. Comfort is only yours to give. Oh, Maker, where is the comfort? Look away. I have broken the chant because it comes from my heart. What have we when our divine is dead and the sky burns?
Your problem is your hat.
We should question. If not now, when?
Down that road is darkness. We have never been alone. We cannot be alone. But even our Templars forsake the light. Even they.
No. I have to remember where these things are now. I want to go up. Which I think it's this one.
I believe that
You are the Herald of Andraste, are you not? I have an invitation for you.
It won't let me turn around and approach him. Sorry, I kind of biffed that when I forgot he was standing there. Yeah, I like the mage missions. The Templar one I think goes a little bit faster. Okay, what did I do wrong here? I've only played this game 900 hours. I can't remember how to get upstairs. Oh, I know why. I forgot to hit the upstairs button.
Let's look around.
Let's look around. What is it? Oh, yeah. A scrap of parchment is hastily torn from an ornate document stuffed into its hiding place with a large red sock. And we are to obey well. We meet at 3 bells to discuss how best to serve the new. I scrawled below in a misspelled script. Herald, go at time. Praise and trust. Garrus is definitely a warden at heart. He's a protector. That's true. You lost the internet connection to what? Hang on, I'm looking for something here. I've played both. I usually do the mages just because I almost always play as a mage. And so I don't really know why a mage would pick the Templars. But it is an interesting playthrough. My daughter adores this game. She plays the Templar playthrough, I think, almost every single time. And yeah, and when I did the Templar playthrough, I was playing a different... I didn't play a mage. I think I played a rogue, and it's like the only time I've ever not played a mage. I cannot find this page I'm looking for. Oh, well.
Thanks, Maker.
She probably shouldn't have done that, but you know.
Welcome.
Don't mind me jumping off the roof. Oh, no. Is it over here or is it...
One life, one death.
I think it's over here. I can't remember. I think it's over here. I remember. I remember. Thank you, friends, for helping good Lady Kara. Saw those who asked about the Herald and her third passage could not stay to see them exit. What are these guys, drunk? Look at them. I guess that's what happens when you go to the bar in the middle of the day. At the tavern and the docks. Yeah, I remember the docks. Is there only 3 of them? I thought there was... I can't remember. I know the docks one. For some reason, I thought there was one back over in that other area. I forgot. I need to talk to the Chantry lady, too. Oh, and here's my favorite newspaper over here. The Randy Dowager. Key lifted from drunk swearing about Harold. Don't know what door. I'm out. My debt is paid. I almost named my page the Randy Dowager. I love the name. The Randy Dowager welcomes the blooms of spring as the collected Philippian? Oh God. Cuirassiers, being a scandalous representation of Her Majesty's favored caught in flagrante delectable. Can their uniforms and modesty withstand the assault? The Randy Dowager exhibitions for the noble of thought, but spry of step. The lady herself says, hardly a Tethras, but generously arousing if polished curious does it for you. And it should. 3 red scarves fluttered in shock out of 5. All right. I think that's funny. Do not consume the fish. Do not consume the fish.
And you?
Duchess, the Templars make more tactical sense, but mages seem to be in more obvious dangers you're playing through, so I tend to rescue the mages, and you get to meet Dorian sooner, though I love Cole too. That's kind of factored into it for me too, because I really like Dorian.
Of course.
This victory must please you greatly, Seeker Cassandra.
No.
We came here seeking only to speak with the mothers. This is not our doing, but
I can't hear her. She's behind me.
And you had no part in forcing our hand.
The Randy Dell. Yeah, I love it.
Do not delude yourself. Now we have been shown up by our own Templars.
One thing I don't like about this game is that once you're stuck in these seeds, you can't reorient yourself so you can hear everything.
Just tell me one thing. Are you the Maker's chosen, as so many claim?
To tell you the truth, I don't know.
That is more comforting than you might
Grey
imagine.
Warden. Retracted, retracted, retracted.
We shall all see what the Maker plans in the days to come.
So what happens now? Will the Chantry continue to denounce me?
Hey! I recently saw your videos about the Mass Effect games. It completely made me reconsider what I do in my life. Oh, that's such a compliment. Wow, thank you. Thank you for the awesome videos. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I do. I love RPG games. Love, love, love them.
Provided such a selection is even possible.
I truly don't know. Any revered mother who could have followed Justinia died at the Conclave. What becomes of us, and your Inquisition, is in the Maker's hands now.
Why is she holding her side? He punched her in the face, didn't he?
You're obviously skeptical.
Thank you for the awesome videos. I'm glad you enjoy. Yeah, I do.
Our divine, Her Holiness is dead. I have seen evidence for everything, except what would comfort me.
That doesn't answer my question.
Yeah, lady.
For you to be true, a great many things must be false. And if you are false, a great many things must have failed. There is chaos ahead, whatever your intentions.
Her problem is that I'm an elf.
It's not too late. The Chantry could still help us and come out on top.
If only that were true.
What's to stop you from trying?
Yeah, lady.
We are not looking for a winning horse. We are simply trying to do the right thing.
Oh, revered mother, you're so misguided. Just because I have pointy ears.
What is this now?
Oh, this is what I want.
Our Templars left. The Chantry promised they'd defend us.
I know.
Excuse me, but is what they're saying real? The Inquisition's going to fix the hole in the sky?
I have not read The Masked... Have I read that book? I've read The Stolen Throne. Oh, The Stolen Throne is the prequel to Origins. I have not read The Masked Empire, although I have it. But I'm going to read it.
That's what we're attempting, yes.
I just finished Winter Nights and The Stolen Throne.
Useless, and the Templars, Andraste. I never thought they'd abandon us. Listen, your camp will need food.
God, that outfit.
I have contacts. We'll have deliveries there in days.
Yes.
We want to help the Inquisition.
Never been part of something this big before, but if your Inquisition's going to seal the sky, I want to help.
What do you think, Cassandra?
I think the woman is asking you and not me.
Well, she is.
The Herald of Andraste. Yes, I understand. Haven is a mess, but we won't turn away anyone willing to help.
Of course
Invite
not.
her, if it pleases you.
Head to Haven, then. We need good
Head
people.
to Haven. I've picked up an agent.
That, but it will be nice to see. Thank you.
Daisy Chains. That's a cute name, too. All right, I got an agent. I got the books on Apple Books, I think. I think that's where I got them. I mean, I basically get all my books from Kindle or Apple Books because my husband got tired of the amount of physical books in our house.
If I might have
He
a
is a good
moment
writer.
of your time.
Fiona?
Grand Enchanter Fiona?
Leader of the Mage Rebellion. Is it not dangerous for you to be here?
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the
I like her
fabled
ears better
Herald
than
of
mine.
Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps you should look among your fellow mages.
David Gator is a good writer too. He's sometimes game writers, when they write books, at least in my opinion, they do too much telling and not enough showing. And I think it's just because of the differences in the stylistic between writing a game dialogue and writing a book. But those books are pretty good.
I'm surprised the leader of the mages wasn't at the conclave.
Yes. You were supposed to be, and yet somehow you
And yet
avoided death.
As did the Lord Seeker, you'll note. Both of us sent negotiators in our stead in case it was a trap. I won't pretend I'm not glad to live.
Oh, Elric, there's an
I
entire
lost
series
many
of
dear
them.
friends that day. It disgusts me to think the Templars will get away with it. I'm hoping you won't let them.
The newest one is To Winter Night. I have not read the Mass Effect books. I really should read those ones. I have not read those ones.
So you think the Templars are responsible?
Why wouldn't she?
Lucius hardly seems broken up over his losses, if he's concerned about them at all. You heard him. You think he wouldn't
Yeah, he's a good
happily
writer.
kill the divine to turn people against us? So
I thought The
yes,
Stolen Throne was
I
really
think
good. The
he
Stolen
did it.
Throne is about
More
King
than I
Merrick,
think
and
you
it's a
did it, at
prequel
any
to
rate.
Origins. It really gives you interesting insights into Logain, who I despised before that book, and I have slightly more mixed feelings now.
Does that mean the mages will help us?
We are willing to discuss it with the Inquisition at least.
You're an idiot, Fiona.
Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe. Come, meet with the mages. An alliance could help us both, after all.
After all.
I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my Lady Herald.
Au revoir, my Lady Harold.
Come, let us return to Haven.
I want my hair cut like Cassandra's. You're right, Fear. To Winter Nights is an anthology. It's just a collection of shorter stories. I didn't enjoy it as much, but only because I don't generally love short stories, because I like to get super immersed. Let's... Oh God, what's the world map? I can't remember. There it is. You're right, Ploppy. He is a brilliant character. It's just that he's very one-dimensional in Origins, but if you read The Stolen Throne, he's really an interesting character, much more nuanced, and you kind of understand what drives him. You really understand what drives him, so that he doesn't come off quite as one-dimensional in Origins, because otherwise he just comes off as kind of a flat evil guy in Origins, and really his only loyalty is to the throne, and his loyalty was to King Merrick, not his son. So he has no problem betraying, if you see it that way. He has no problem doing that with Kaelin because his loyalty was to his father.
Well, they know who I work for at least.
That was a quick guess. Stop shooting, lady. He's dead. Okay, this is one of my favorite scenes. Can't remember There's other stuff to pick up here. Is there other stuff to pick up here? Poppy, is Simon... He voiced the equally impressive Simon Templeman. Why is that name sort of familiar to me? In Origins? Well, obviously in Origins. Honestly, I usually play... I'm so one-dimensional. Talk about complaining in dimensionals. I've played it several different ways, but my favorite playthrough is to play as a human noble rogue. I usually romance Alistair. I usually marry him, and we both become... he becomes king. Because I'm an old-fashioned hero.
Herald of Andraste, how much did you expend to discover me? It must have weakened the Inquisition immeasurably.
I don't know who you are.
A small,
Don't
pompous
fool
man.
me. I'm too important for this to be an accident.
I'm
My
too important for this to be an
will
accident.
survive in victories against you elsewhere.
That's true,
Just
Fear.
say what?
What is that?
Ugh.
She's so
Squishy
literal.
one, but you heard me, right? Just say what? Rich tits always try for more than they deserve.
Sorry.
Blah, blah, blah. Obey me. Arrow
Is that
in
who
my
you
face.
interviewed, Ploppy?
So, you followed the notes well enough. Glad to see you're...
Oh, you're an elf.
Well, hope you're not too elfy. I mean, it's all good, isn't it? The important thing is you glow. You're the herald thingy.
Some believe I'm the Herald of Andraste. But who
Oh,
are you?
okay.
And what's this about?
No idea. I don't know this idiot from Manners. My people just said the Inquisition
See,
should look at
Ploppy
him.
is a font of
Your
information
people?
about Mass Effect stuff
Elves?
far more than
No. People. Name's Sarah. This is cover. Get round it. For the reinforcements. Don't worry. Someone tipped me their equipment shed. They've got no breaches.
No pants. He's got no pants. Turn around, Harold. You're facing the wrong way. She's still laughing about the lack of pants. It just makes me laugh. Look at them all. They've all got no pants. I didn't get time to loot.
Friends really came through with that tip. No breaches.
I'll crush you.
So, Herald
Crush
of
you.
Andraste.
Crush you.
You're a strange one. I'd like to join.
How about we get to know each other first?
Ugh.
You know, names and such.
One name. No, wait, two. Well, it's like this. I sent you a note to look for hidden stuff by my friends. The Friends of Red Jenny. That's me. Well, I'm one. So is a fence in Montfort, some woman in Kirkwall. There were 3 in Starkhaven, brothers or something. It's just a name, yeah? It lets little people, friends, be part of something while they stick it to nobles they hate. So here, in your face, I'm Sarah. The Friends of Red Jenny are sort of out there. I use them to help you. Plus arrows.
The Inquisition has spies already. Can you add to these professionals?
Here's
God,
how
don't be
it is.
snotty, lady.
You
The Inquisition
important
can't afford to turn
people
anybody
are up
away.
here, shoving your cods around, blah blah. I'll crush you. I'll
Shoving your
crush
cods
you.
around. I gotta remember that line.
Ooh, crush you. Then you've got cloaks and spy kings, like this tit. Or was he one of the little
Morrigan.
knives? all
Clearly, Grey
serious with
Warden
his
Vicarian
little
loves
knife?
Morrigan.
All those secrets. And what gave him up? Some house
Oh,
boy.
Christy,
They don't know
you
shite,
killed
but knows
Alistair
a
in the
bad
Fade?
person when he sees one. So no, I'm not knifey shiv dark all
I love
hidden.
Alistair.
But if you don't listen down here too, you risk your breeches. Like those guards, I stole their... Look, do you need people or
stole them.
not? I want to get everything back to normal. Like you.
Yes, of course I want you to join the Inquisition, Sarah.
All
You
right,
make it much
Sarah.
more interesting.
I can use you.
Crush
and your friends.
you.
Yes!
Oh,
Getting
Christy.
good before
That's
you're
a
too
knife
big to
in the
life.
heart.
That'll keep your breeches where they should be. Plus extra breeches because I have all these... You have merchants who buy that piss, yeah? Got to be worth something. Anyway, Haven. See you there, Herald. This will be grand.
Okay. This will be grand. Oh, I don't know. Do I want Sarah? I really should get rid of Solus because... No. I'm going to take... I think I'm going to stick with my original party. Oh, wait. I definitely need Cassandra. The stupid kissing sounds, I know. Ploppy, what do you do? Have you played Origins? And if you did, what choices did you make? I like Morgan. I know, I love Morgan and Alistair bickering. We have a dog now, and Alistair's still the stupidest one in the party. And then she, for whatever reason, wants to do something else with him. I mean, I get it, but... should I go ahead and go get Vivienne as well? I think I'll do that. You know, Christy, I almost totally, I'm embarrassed to admit this, I almost totally ignore what is the best makeup for the party, and I just take the people I like, whose banter I like. I'm lazy that way, but you know. Like, I don't need, well, 2 mages is good, I take that back.
Lady Lavellen, on behalf of the Inquisition.
Oh my god, she's an elf.
What a pleasure to meet you, my lady. Seeing the same faces at every event becomes so tiresome.
So tiresome.
So you must be a guest of Madame de Fer. Or are you here for Duc Bastien?
Are you here on business? I have heard the most curious
Yes,
tales
Scott,
of
I
you.
agree.
I cannot imagine half of them are true.
I like them young, dumb, and if my mom catches you. No, did she really say that? She doesn't say that, does she really? I've never heard her say that.
I've heard very little about Duke Bastien.
He hasn't been seen much at court lately.
Yeah, I
His
pick
business
according
with
to
the Council
banter.
of Heralds often takes him from home for long periods. It can't be good for a man of his years.
But then I play on
And
normal too.
of
I don't even
course,
play on
there's
hard,
the Civil
so.
War. Bastien probably wishes to distance himself from the actions of his one-time son-in-law.
Tearing up the Dales in a foolish bid for power? It
Oh,
will end in
yes.
disgrace
Oh,
for
yeah.
Gaspard. Everyone knows it.
I was gonna say, my God, that's pretty cheeky. If they actually have her say that, I've never heard it.
Everything you've heard? Completely true.
Better and better. The Inquisition should attend more of these parties.
You could have said yes, and I would have believed you.
What a lot of pig shit.
What a lot of pig shit.
Washed up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously. Everyone knows it's just an excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
Yeah, what's your point, Shorty?
I've never made any claims to holiness. What's your point?
In front of all these people, you admit to being a
They
pretentious
do have her say some
usurper.
pretty cheeky stuff, they do.
We know what your Inquisition truly is. If you were a woman of honor, you'd step outside.
It's hard to
and
take a guy
answer the
seriously with that
charges.
hat and mask on, though, I gotta say.
My dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my
Poppy, I've
house.
played a few
to
times. I
my
prefer the
guests.
human noble store, and I sometimes make Alistair King, sometimes turn him into a drunk. Oh, Ploppy. I've
You know
never turned
such
him into a drunk
rudeness
because I like him.
Intolerable.
Madame Vivienne, I humbly beg your pardon.
You should. Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear?
Especially with that goofy mask on.
My lady, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man?
Well, I don't want to kill him. That wouldn't make a very good impression.
The Marquis doesn't interest me. Do whatever you like with him.
Poor Marquis. Issuing
Indira
challenges and
Varna
hurling
killed
insults
it. Yeah,
like from Pharrell's
she's very well done. Now run along, little boy.
And all
Take your
dressed
mother's
up in your
sword.
Aunt Solange's doublet. Didn't she give you that to wear to the Grand Tourney? To think all the brave chevaliers who will be competing left for Markham this morning, and you're still here.
Ouch.
Were you hoping to sate your damaged pride by defeating the Herald of Andraste in a public duel? Or did you think her blade could put an end to the misery of your failure?
God, burn.
Run along, my dear. Do give my regards to your aunt.
They go skulking
I'm
out of there.
delighted you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted to
We
meet
have
you.
such a love-hate. Have I ever saved Logain?
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first enchanter of Montsimard and enchantress to the Imperial Court.
Is that Marquis going to pose a problem?
His aunt is the Vicomtesse
If
of
I
Mont
don't,
de
if,
Glace.
yeah, if I, you have to,
Not a
you
powerful
lose Anne,
family, but well respected. And very devout. Alphonse will be disowned for this. It's not the first time he's brought his aunt disgrace, but I'm sure it'll be the last.
Jeez,
And
wasn't
after
that big of
such
a
a
deal,
public
lady.
humiliation, I expect he'll run off to the Dales to join the Empress's war effort. Either to make a good end, or to win back a modicum of self-respect.
Your salon has certainly exceeded my expectations so far.
I can't remember if I've
I'm
ever
glad
saved
to keep you
Logain.
entertained, my dear. I
don't
wanted
think I
to
have.
meet face to face. It is important to consider one's connections carefully. With Divine Justinia dead, the Chantry's in shambles. Only the Inquisition might restore sanity and order to our frightened people. As the leader of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that I lend my assistance to your cause.
Is this business or pleasure? I'm trying to think now. Poppy's got me completely sidetracked thinking about whether I've ever saved Logain. I don't know that I have. Because I just read The Stolen Throne recently, so prior to that, I really had a different impression of Logain. I am actually just started a playthrough of Origins. I've been doing, obviously not streaming it, but I just am in Flemeth's cabin. Well, I'm just finished with the Battle of Ostagar just happened. So I have a lot of choices to make coming up, so maybe I'll save Logain in this playthrough I'm in now.
What exactly can you do for the Inquisition?
What can you do for
I
us?
am well versed in the politics of the Orlesian Empire. I know every member of the Imperial Court personally. I have all the resources remaining to the Circle at my disposal. And I'm a mage of no small talent. Will that do?
And I'm very good at the insults.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivienne.
Great things are beginning, my dear.
Yeah, Vivienne,
I can promise you
I get it. Come on. I removed all the mods out of this game because the loading screens take forever with the mods. See, it's already taking forever. There it goes. There it is. He back out here now? He is. Cully is out here. So let's go flirt with Cully really quick. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to...
You there.
I'm not sure I'm
There's
going to
a shield
romance
in your
Cullen.
hand. Plot with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, I'll be interested to see your video, Ploppy.
We've received a number
Ploppy
of
has
recruits.
such a good site.
Locals from Haven and some pilgrims.
Or a good channel, I
None
should
made
say.
quite the entrance you did.
Thanks, Ploppy. See you later. Where's my mouse? You ever lose your mouse on the screen? It's so tiny.
I just hope I can help.
As do we
Probably
all.
me, 'cause I'm old.
It is enough that you would try.
Colin, I know,
I was
Duchess.
recruited
I
to the
completely agree with
Inquisition
you.
in
He's my
Kirkwall
favorite.
myself.
I think
I
I'm
was there
going to
during the
romance
Mage
Solus in this
Uprising.
playthrough. I'm
I
going to
saw
have a really hard
firsthand
time
the
remembering
devastation
that.
it caused.
Sir.
Because I really just want to
Cassandra
flirt with
sought a
Cullen the
solution.
whole time.
When she offered me a position,
hate
I
his
left
outfit,
the
but
Templars
he's
to
a
join
cutie.
her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
I must have this mark for a reason. It will work. I'm sure of it.
Provided we can secure aid, but I'm confident we can. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and mages. Now they argue over
Go
a
away
new
and quit
divine
bugging
while
us.
the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much
That's
we can...
right. Starfrichter?
Forgive me.
Starfrichter. I've seen
I
your
doubt you
name
came
lots
here
of
for a
times.
lecture.
Starfrichter. Don't bother pack. Excuse me, don't bother packing that mask. Yep.
No, but if you have one prepared, I'd love to hear it.
That's the stupidest line.
Another time, perhaps.
Cullen is yummy. Ooh, now you're gonna make me
Still a lot
rethink
of
this. I
work
was
ahead.
determined to do
Commander,
Solus
Sir
this
Ryden has a
time.
report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
Because it's so good in Trespasser. Major spoilers, Christy. I know. Let me help you out there. Oh, and see you later. God damn it, where is my mouse? Excuse me, cussing.
It occurs to me I don't actually know much about you.
What do you want to know?
I'm not sure. Where are you from?
My clan never stayed in one place for long.
You
Though
know
we
that because we
primarily
talked about
roamed
it at the
free
war
marches.
table, Cassandra.
Oh, I didn't think your people roamed that far north.
Vicarian, I'm trying to
I'm told
decide.
some members
I
of
think
your
he's the
clan might
best
still be
romance in
alive.
terms of
Do you
getting all the
intend to go
lore.
back?
And I'm playing an elf specifically so that I can. But I haven't decided for sure.
This is done.
And then
It will
Duchess
not be
talks
the
about
same
swooning when
once
Cullen
you
comes in. It makes me rethink the whole thing.
I'd like to get to know you better.
You would? Is that a problem? Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
Well, I'm not going to even try that because I know that
No
that
motivation.
ain't happening.
Beyond making things between us less.
You see, now the angle that I'm at, all I can hear is those dumb swords.
As you wish. My name is Cassandra Pentagast, daughter of the Royal House of Navarra, 78
Yeah,
in
flip a
line to the
coin.
Navaran throne.
I should let my view. I
joined
should
the
let you
Seekers
guys
of
vote
Truth
on it.
as a
Just
young
tell me who
woman,
I'm going to
and
who I'm
was
going
with the order
to
until they withdrew from the Chantry.
romance.
I remained as the Divine's right hand, carrying out her order to form the Inquisition. And here we are. That's all there is to know, my lady.
I know, Duchess. See, I like that type of guy because Cullen and Alistair have that in common. They're like not real sure of their game, a little bit goofy, but good looking.
You're a member
That's
of
apparently my
Navarra's
type.
royal family.
The Pentagon
Well, good looking
are a
is
very
anybody's type,
large
isn't it?
clan. Half of Cumberland could say the same.
Really?
No, but it feels that way. I have hundreds of relatives so distant they
I wonder
need
if I belong
charts
here.
to prove we're related at all. And they have them. Oh yes. The Pentagon
yes.
value their precious blood like it runs with gold.
So not on very good terms with your family then?
I do not visit, if that's what you mean. The Pentagon
No, only
dragon
I
hunting,
am. Cully is
but few
mine. He's
actually
mine.
pursue the
No,
prize.
he's not anybody else's.
Most are fat and lazy. They pay lip service to the Maker and care only for idle pleasures and
Honestly, I
past
think I'm
glories.
probably going to romance
brother
Solus
was all
because
that
of
kept me in Navarra.
the lore
Once
that's
he was
available
gone,
when you romance Solus.
so
And I
was
think in terms of the videos I'm doing right now, it would be better.
Tell me about your brother.
Christy, you've never heard Cully Wally before?
Prefer not to speak of
That's like
Anthony.
his standard nickname.
Another time, perhaps.
Oh, she doesn't want to tell me about it.
So you were the right hand to the Divine?
To Divine Justinia, yes. And Divine Beatrix before her.
Oh, I don't have my
The
subtitles not
position
on.
is normally reserved for Templars of the Knights Divine. But my circumstances were unusual.
Unusual how?
You
For a
don't
male
know
mage
the
to fall in
story?
love with Cassandra is top. I've never played
I
a
will
male
tell you if you
mage, so
wish,
I've never done a
but it isn't
Cassandra
as
romance. I've
exciting
watched
as
it,
some
but I
drum
haven't
it
ever
up
done
to
it.
be. The short version is that I once saved the previous Divine's
My
life.
kink is emotional
My
rejection.
reward was becoming her right hand.
I think all of us have that to some degree. I don't think there's a person alive that hasn't had one shitty romance in their life.
What is your hand capable of? It gives, it takes, it beckons. It makes a fist. Liliana and I extended the Divine's reach beyond the Grand Cathedral. We went where she could not. After Beatrix, I was tired of the position and wanted to return to the Seekers. But Justinia convinced me to stay. Her vision for the future gave me hope.
You thought she could really change things?
I do like Cassandra.
Justinian knew the war was coming long before it began. She tried to avert it, but the forces arrayed against her were too strong.
Would you guys rather
Sometimes
I turn
you
the
have to break
subtitles
a
on?
bone so it can be reset.
I didn't realize they weren't on.
That's where the Inquisition comes in. It was to be the answer. A means to preserve as well as an agent for change. I only wish she had lived to see it.
I'll let you get back to work.
Now, I have already downloaded, I think. I've already downloaded all of this stuff. There was a lot of it. Yeah, it's not going to download it again. Thank God. Probably should have done that right then. I think when I did it the other day, it downloaded. It took like a minute downloading. Stop. I'm excited for Dragon Age 4 too. I'm not super thrilled that it's like 2 years away. I thought it might be a little closer given the publicity about it, but... My heart needs to bleed, therefore the best to do is romance solace. Pretty excited. I'm pretty excited.
Need something?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered.
Okay.
Also inclined.
Yeah, I thought they were on. That's exactly right, Fear. Let's just put a pin in that.
Are you from Ferelden? Olay?
Free marches, born and raised in Kirkwall. And despite whatever you've heard, no, Kirkwall's not that bad.
Yes, I have heard Kirkwall is bad.
No problem.
Why does the ambient sound seem louder than the dialogue sound? Hang on, I'm gonna. Da-da-da. Where the hell is... Oh, must be under display. No. Where's subtitles? All right, you guys. Where the hell are subtitles? Helmet, tone, racial menu behavior, HUD visibility, always on, quest tracker, damage received, floating text. What is happening? Full screen resolution, versus gamma, mouse cursor. Well, what do you know? I never noticed that before. I was just complaining that I can't see my cursor. What? Where are subtitles? I'm confused. Confused. Screw it. If one of you guys wants to remind me. It's in audio? It wasn't in gameplay. Oh, for God's sake. It is in audio. I thought it would be in display or HUD. Do you want conversations or conversations and ambient? Probably just conversations, right? Yeah, I guess I should have realized it was in conversation. Check audio options. You were right. That's right where it was. But because it's a written thing, I thought it would be an interface or display. Oh well. Thank you. Zoe's. Oh, I missed a box on the outside. I'm pretty sure I'll have to get that while you're back.
Have you seen Enchanter Vivienne? That's the picture of what a circle maid should be.
She looks like a noble.
Look, they're in perfect sync.
Arrogant. It is not arrogant to be unafraid.
That's a little lazy. Oh, there they go. Now they're different. They look like cheerleaders there for a second.
Did you need something?
Yes, stop praying and talk to me.
Let's talk about you.
Yeah, it's in audio. I've got it sorted, I think. Got any stories?
What did you do before you worked?
This is weird. I'm playing this game and Origins concurrently. So
For a time, I also served as small
I've got like
voice to
5
a
hours of Origins recorded.
After the Blight, the Divine called on me to oversee her personal network.
I liked Mass Effect Andromeda.
Bards tell tales. I bet you tell some good ones.
I liked Andromeda. I think, like you're implying there, Andromeda suffered from being a follow-up to Mass Effect trilogy, and that was just it was an impossible. Well, it wasn't an impossible position to be in, but it
I
was
should leave you to your work.
not an easy position to be in. But independent of Mass Effect, if you played Andromeda and you were just playing a game, I think it's a pretty good game. My issues with Andromeda, I thought the characterization was poor. I mean, those are just my opinions. I didn't like either of the writer twins. Hi, Mickey. Great stream. Sad I can't stay longer, but I gotta go get the grandkids from school. Don't blame you. Have a great time with your grandkids and see you later. Thanks for coming by. Oh, I never answered. I didn't see the question. Am I going to be the hero, the comedy, or the hard ass in this game? The hero, the comedy, or the hard ass? I almost always try to play a hero or the comedian, but usually the hero, because to me this is such a counterbalance to real life where you're never the hero. So it's aspirational. Andromeda combat was fun. I like Andromeda's combat as well. It's good, just not on par with what a Mass Effect game should be. I think the combat's really good. I just did not like like you were saying that they wanted Ryder to be Shepard. I didn't want Ryder to be Shepard exactly, but I thought Shepard was believable coming into the first Mass Effect. Shepard is believable because although I'm going to say although she's young in her career, she's somewhat proven, and she's believable when she gets that position because she has some history behind her. Whereas Sarah Ryder, for me, was like, oh my God, she's like 20 years old. So maybe I'm biased because I'm old, but she's like 20 years old. She has almost no experience. She still talks and interacts with people like she's a teenager. And it's just, to me, was not believable that she would be given that kind of charge, especially with Cora right there. So I don't know. That was kind of and then too much of the banter was like them just being super flip with each other. For me, it didn't ring true. I wanted her to gain a little more experience and be a little bit more mature before she had an endeavor that big. But I'm probably talking as an old lady when I say stuff like that. Hello, Egghead.
Greetings.
Oh, crap. See, I've already exhausted all my conversation. I do this all the time.
Talk later.
Goodbye.
All right, you won't talk to me? Fine. I don't have Dorian yet. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a momento. Andromeda is why I'm finding waiting 2 more years for Dragon Age. Andromeda suffered for being rushed and I don't... Well, okay, that's a really good point, Crystal. That's a really good point. Yeah, Liliana has an interesting character arc. She's so innocent in Origins, and then she's such a hard ass by Inquisition. And I don't, off the top of my head, remember the time gap between Origins and Inquisition. Is it? It's just a year or two, isn't it? I don't remember. But she really, really has changed a lot. But I liked Andromeda. I thought the enemies got a little bit samey after a while, and I didn't think that the big bad in Andromeda was very compelling. But I played the whole game all the way through, and I had a good time. I'll probably play it through again here at some point soon.
There's a rumor the wardens have a presence.
I do really like the combat.
Do you think you can find a reason to travel?
So, this is it, huh? Oh, no, it's fine, yeah? It's just, I thought it'd be bigger.
Yeah, Souls is playing hard to get. I've talked
That
to him
would've
too
been
much.
hilarious
I gotta.
if you were
That's
a
my
man,
problem in real
right?
life too. I gotta play it more
Wasted.
cool. Gotta play it more
Anyway,
cool.
Stopping wars
Make 'em
should
work
earn
a little
more
harder.
sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for
Is it
coins to
10
be flowing
years?
again.
I'm actually gonna Google
Another
that.
reason the Templars
Is
and
it
mages
10
need to be
years
sat
between
down.
Origins and Inquisition? It might be. I'll have to hang on. I'll do it later. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
I'm pretty sure the Conclave proved it's not that easy.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
You go from not the
Why?
fourth.
Because someone yelled it real loud. Make them prove it. They're too
Oh,
busy
Dragon
to
Age
look up
2
where
took
the
place
real
over 10
questions
years.
are.
Why did I not? Why is that surprising me?
That's why we're here. To help guide
How many of
everyone
you
back
have
from the
romanced
brink.
Sarah?
The religious ones tell you that.
Oh,
That's
I'm getting a
important,
message from
right? But don't
YouTube
make it all
that
about
my
that.
stream is
Seems like
not
believing
strong.
too hard is
So
what
let me know
got
if you guys
everyone
start to see
here.
problems.
And
I'm
here
not sure
it's
why that would be.
stupid
Nothing's
and
changed on
smells
my
of
end,
horse.
but
Really, what everyone needs is to get everything back to normal and proper and profitable. Sound good to you, old-touched Lady Herald?
I'll touch.
I think I'll enjoy
Might as well flirt
having
with
you
everyone
around,
until I have to
Sarah.
make a decision.
I hope you'll feel the same.
Kinda. Suppose.
Oh, but she doesn't like
Maybe.
elves. Maybe.
See you, Herald. Herald. I have to do something about that.
You don't have a lot of shot with Sarah because you're not a Kunari. Oh, not the timeline that they were received in the in-game years. Yeah, you know what? I've never done. Sarah has the best lesbian romance. I've never usually go with her. I've watched her romance and it's very cute. They're very playful, but I've never romanced her. Never romanced Sarah once I finally spent time with. Yeah, I like her. She's got an interesting backstory when you read some of the back lore and you see how she was raised. She's interesting. She's much more interesting than you would have thought.
Heard of your encounter. You heard?
You heard?
My agents in a city sent word ahead, of course.
Yeah,
It's a
Liliana's much
shame the
harder.
Templars have abandoned their senses as well as the capital.
No kidding. I tried to romance her in my first run. She told me we wouldn't work because we both like girls. Yeah, she's being honest.
At least we know how to approach the mages and Templars now.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere, but to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could
Yeah,
simply
Scott,
go to meet the
I
mages
did play
in
Andromeda all the way
instead.
through once.
You think the Mage
but
Rebellion
I've only
is
played
more
it through
united?
once.
It could be 10 times worse.
I just didn't find the enemies particularly compelling.
Or you could stop bickering and make a decision.
That's right.
I agree.
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
Yes, but they could be useful. I'm a mage. I know.
After the Divine's death, they're probably scrambling for allies.
If
Yeah, she
some
likes
among
Kunari
the rebel
women.
mages were responsible
Not
for
so
what
much
happened
elves.
at the Conclave.
The same could be said about the Templars.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
Yep.
In the meantime, we should
I
consider
gotta go back to
other
Hinterlands
options.
and finish all that crap ton of content. You know what's interesting about Sarah is
There
that
is one other matter.
Oh, wait a second.
Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished. I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
That does sound odd. I agree.
The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the
Yeah, I'll be
hinterlands
honest,
heard
Open
news of a
Wounded,
Grey
I've
Warden by
played it all
name
the
of
way
Blackwall.
through once,
If you
and
have
I've
the
played it,
opportunity,
like a
please seek
third
him
of the way
out.
through, probably 5
Perhaps
times.
he can put my mind at ease.
So that does tell you
And
something.
if he can't, then there may be more going on than we thought.
It's disappointing to play it now because you know there's no game after coming, and there's so many open threads when the game ends. I know. Suspicious. If you read Sarah's, that's what I started to say earlier, if you read Sarah's backstory, I think if I remember right, she was orphaned as a child and she ended up getting taken in by a wealthy human woman. So she actually had a really good life when she was, after being orphaned. She actually had a pretty good life being raised up, but she did get to see from the perspective of kind of the humans, and she was adopted by a human woman, she did get to see how poorly the elves have it and how good the humans have it. So I think that she just absolutely divorces herself. I mean, she clearly absolutely divorces herself from being an elf, but I think it's because of the way she was raised.
You return.
She just saw how poorly they were treated. And I think there's some implication too that she actually has money, but she just doesn't choose to live that way.
Do you know who the Grand Clerics will choose as the next Divine?
It is a difficult decision.
Yes,
All
I
the
agree with
obvious
you,
candidates
Open Wounded.
perished with Divine Justinia at the Conclave. The Grand Clerics are terrified of the Inquisition.
Yeah, it was super disappointing when that DLC didn't come. Like, where's the Quarian arc? Where's what's happening? It's so open-ended. It just really demotivates you to finish the game. But I do like the combat in that game. Ploppy, who already left, he and I had a discussion about that one day. He does not like the combat in Andromeda because it's too much like, is it Halo? That he doesn't like the air, the too much of the air play. I think that's what he was saying, but I actually found that fun. But then I don't have a history of playing those other games either necessarily, so.
Can you tell me about the original Inquisition?
The original Inquisition.
Yes, there is.
After the first
There's a lot of hints of potential that she's one of the Evaners, that she has the essence, and that's why she can sense the fate, and it's why Solus keeps trying to get her to feel her elvenishness.
Instead of hunting those who would do harm, the Inquisitors spread the chant of light.
Hello, Radiant Goddess. I love that name. I just missed this whole dialogue. Instead of hunting those who would do us harm, the Inquisitors spread the chant of light by force. Yes, that's terrible.
No wonder everyone is so nervous around us. Who chose that name?
Divine Justinia herself. I understand that this was not a popular decision. In any case,
do I have a
once
favorite
the chant
romance
of
in
light
Dragon
had
Age?
spread
Mine is
far and
Zevran
wide,
in
there was
1,
less need
Anders in
for
2, and
villains.
Ironbull in 3.
The Inquisitors became the seekers of truth.
I like Alistair in 1 because I'm a dork and he's a dork. I've never romanced anybody in 2. I've actually only played 2 twice, and I haven't played it since it first came out, so I really need to go back and play Dragon Age 2 again. And in Inquisition, I generally like Cullen, although I think I'm going to romance Solas this time because it's going to help me with some lore stuff that it brings out. I've never romanced Sarah, and I've only romanced... Have I ever romanced Ironbull? I don't remember. I should do Ironbull sometime. Hi, Bradley. Am I going to romance Cullen? Probably am going to romance Sarah, but I may let you guys decide that. But I'm probably going to romance Sarah because, excuse me, not Sarah, Solus, because I'm an elf and he's an elf and I think he's cute and I love the way it comes out in, I don't like what happens with Solus, but it makes the DLC Trespasser so good when you have that history with him. Dragon Age 2 is not a bad game. It just is a bad follow-up to what came before it. If I didn't have Dragon Age name before Slapna, I don't think people would have disliked it. That's probably true. That's probably totally true. It suffers from a little bit of the same stuff that Andromeda did. You've never mounted the ball. I can't remember. I hope my husband's not watching this game. I don't know. I think I may have in one of the early games. I'm trying to remember now because I've done Cullen so many times I can't remember. I think maybe once. I don't remember. Isn't that awful? Clearly Cullen made a good impression on me. If you can't tell, I have a heart for jokesters and Anders because backstory gets me. I love Fenris and DA too. He almost always romance him because I can't seem to pick anyone else. That's what happens too. I have a romance that I like doing and I end up doing the same stupid one over and over. All those memes you keep seeing about, I'm going to do something different in this playthrough, and then you make the same choices in every playthrough. God, that's me. The very first time I pre-ordered this game when it came out, and my very first playthrough, I accidentally got myself romance locked with Blackwall, and I don't know how. To this day, I don't know exactly how I did it. And I'm not a giant fan of Blackwall. I don't dislike him, but I don't think he's attractive. And I ended up having to break up with him, and then I was so dissatisfied with that playthrough that I ended up going back through and loading an old save before I was romance locked to him. So I'm always nervous when I talk to Blackwall that I'm going to get myself romance locked to him again because I did it the first time and I don't even know how I did it.
After what happened at the conclave?
Yes, the verticality of Andromeda's combat is I love the jump jet things. I love it.
I doubt many will sleep well until you have sealed the breach.
I'm sorry, Father Mantis. Yeah, watch it.
The rest is for the Inquisition.
I don't care if you behave. I'm fine. I mean, somewhat behave, but I have a sense of humor. I just try to be a little bit careful with what I say on stream.
Farewell.
I have a fairly dark sense of humor, which I usually don't display to people unless I know them pretty well, because we live in a world where
do you have a moment?
to be careful what you say.
Did you need something, Ambassador?
Yes. Well, not precisely, but I should like to know if anyone.
Josephine is only she's only men, right?
I can deal with a few whispers and sideways looks.
Fakewell is weird. Yeah, you said that in a comment on the video. He killed a family just for coin. It was weird.
Andraste's herald is an elf. The Inquisition must give you its utmost support. Stories of wild Dalish elves.
See, I always
have grown
romance
even
Caden.
more outrageous as people learn with you.
Oh, she is? Okay, then I'm just gonna tell you, I've never romanced her either. I'm clearly, my experience is this wide. I need to get out more.
Isn't the magic just as much a problem as my ears?
It depends which way the wind is blowing. Magic is meant
Okay,
to serve man.
thank you for saying that, Fear. I don't know how I ended up romancing
That is
him.
why Andraste chose you. Hopefully,
I mean, he
will be
does
enough
flirt
to
with you
replace
right
this
away.
Gossip about the Dalish.
I should go get him pretty soon. Speaking of Blackwall, I should go get him pretty soon.
Why not claim the Dalish can steal your breath or turn into dragons while they're at
I
it?
wish I could turn into
Now
a
that I've
dragon.
said that out loud, someone probably has.
Very likely. I will see what the Inquisition can do to contain the slander. It may help if I know more about how you and your clan lived.
How did we live? Were we happiest in the forest? Were we poor and always wanted more, or not different from the humans? Excuse me. Well, but the hearts are the fun ones.
The best part was when the Aravel, our wagons, turned from the plains to the woods.
Don't
I
pick the
used to
hearts.
spend
That's like,
weeks
duh, don't pick
exploring
the
the
hearts.
forest.
You make it sound idyllic. Haven is so far away from home. You must miss the people of your clan.
Nah. I'd miss knowing you more.
If I'd stayed, I'd be traveling with the clan for the rest of my days.
Radiant Goddess, what
I
is your
wanted my
opinion
own
on
life.
Morgan? When I started, I hate her, and when I finished, she was my
That
big
our lives
sister
are never entirely our
who
own.
bullies you, and you know
Whether
loves you.
you're
And when
with
she
them or
separated
not,
at 3 at the ball, I
being
ugly
the
cried.
clan
I
of
like
Herald of
Morgan.
Andraste will mark them in history.
Rocco, when the... Oop, it's popping up now. The MEA story was very interesting, but when it was developed very bad, and addiction... Okay, I didn't understand that comment. Use softlock after 2 flirts? Is that just with Blackwall? Because it seems like it takes a lot longer with Solus and Cullen. Blackwall just wants some love and good on him, yeah.
Elves and fame tend to go poorly together. I hope
That is true. The elves have had not good luck in the last 1,000 years.
If it worries you. Perhaps the Inquisition could lend a hand.
Why? Could you overthrow the Tevinter Imperium for me? That would be awesome.
You've brought back some fascinating things. We're putting them to good use.
I like her too, this little mage. I don't know why.
You said you were a mage?
No.
Just with Blackwall? Because he's
Circle
easy.
mages
Well,
must
he's easy.
prove themselves in a ritual called the Harrowing. I was never very good at magic. I've got just enough talent to be a danger to other people. But when the mages rebelled, people like me had nowhere to go. The Templars would have killed
If you
us.
soft lock to Blackwall after 2 flirts, I'm probably locked to him before we even left Haven because he does all that flirting right outside his cabin. And I usually flirt black.
You said that you were keeping some of the Tranquil safe.
Yes. The mages took some of them when my circle rebelled, but the rest were forgotten. Most circle mages look down on the Tranquil, or try to pretend they don't exist.
Am I the only one who,
They
like, if I
have
don't
any
want... Yeah, no, I feel the
They
same
can
way.
barely take care of themselves. Can't defend themselves.
It's
at all.
actually, it's one of the main reasons I don't
I like them
romance,
better than most people.
oh god, a Garrus in Mass Effect. I never romance Garrus because Garrus is like, he's like my best friend and little brother. Oops, sorry. And I just, can't imagine sleeping with him. Even though I've heard the romance is really fun.
I'm glad they have someone who cares about them.
They deserve better.
But you were asking
They're
about
polite,
Morgan. I
they're
like
rational.
Morgan. I like
They'll never
women
get
who
angry
are
at
really
you.
smart like that. I
When
like
they
that she's
study,
tough.
They have a focus no
And she's
normal
cheeky.
person could ever match. But the Templars, even some of the mages, mistreated them just because they could. The Tranquil never fought back. If not for that, I don't know. Doesn't really matter now.
No, I guess it doesn't.
I'm surprised that even an apprentice mage wouldn't join the rebellion.
I don't like using magic.
Yes, exactly, Radiant
I'm not good
Goddess.
at it
I
either.
love
I
that
like studying.
scene with
I
him
like
and
performing
Tally.
rituals that helped us unlock the secrets of the Veil.
I just think it's so
I like having the
cute.
Templars around to keep us safe.
I don't even remember what this... A pity you aren't... Oh, she's a city elf. Were you raised Dalish?
Something in your accent. You were raised by the Dalish, weren't you?
Andaran Atishan. The lack of
Andaran
fantasy
Atishan.
caused most to miss it. I was a proud member of my clan until my magic manifested. You know what happens when they have too many mages. They gave me a pack and sent me into the woods to find my own life.
7?
I was 7 years old.
My clan never did that. We sent those gifted with magic to other clans, or...
I stumbled into a village, starving and cold, a few weeks later. I started using magic to scare predators away. The villagers saw me make fire in my fist. They were terrified and wanted to kill me.
Oh my god, this is so
Templars
sad.
saved me from them. They gave me food and clothes and took me to the Circle. I've seen what life is like without the Templars, and I want no part of it. I just want to study.
I'll speak with you later.
Thank you again for what you've brought back.
That was actually a fairly poignant story. All right, nobody else I can chat with? Let me go see what I can do here. Wait a minute. You are given a choice. You mean in Origins? I love romance with Garrus. Caden is sweet, but I actively avoid romancing Caden or Liara in ME1 because I just love Garrus. I know. I know a lot of people
I
that
am
feel
not
that way.
convinced we are prepared for the full scrutiny of Val Royeaux.
Yeah, I hope they bring back playable origin stories as well because it changes the entire beginning of the game. Hello, Bronx. It's not been a long time since you caught me live. It's been a long time since I've been live. It's just been a really weird last like 2.5 months. I'm very happy to close the door on some of that. I mean, you know. Now I have to remember, I have to spend points and I gotta wait. I usually have the mod downloaded where, you know, I don't have to deal with this.
Let's see what we have.
Let's see what we have. All right, should I send Cullen or Josie or neither one? Varric is the Garrus of the DA universe. Do you wish you could romance him? I never thought about that. Would I romance Varric if I could? Maybe, but that's a tough question because Varric is clearly spoken for. It's just, you know, he has somebody, he's pining for a lost love, so I have a hard time with that because I know that about him. So I don't know. I mean, I don't see how you could write Varric in and have it be a real romance because he has somebody. He has somebody that he loves. I appreciate that fear, and I've been babbling on about that way too much. It's just really been like forefront of my mind for obviously for a while, but no, I am really starting to feel better, much better. Lieutenant Harding. Should I go to the Storm Coast or should I try to go get Dorian? I romance Caden in Mass Effect 1, but after he acts like a jackass in ME2, I consider us broken up and I always romance Garrus. I did that my first playthrough, but I really thought about it. I kind of get it with Caden. I mean, as far as he knows, he doesn't hear from you for 2 years. He thinks you're dead. And then when he sees you, you've gone to work for like the biggest enemy around. So now he's like, who are you? Did I ever really know you? I feel about Varric the way you feel about Garrus, who is also how I feel about, yeah. I've done the romance, but it just feels, I have done the romance, but yeah, Garrus is like a brother to me. He's just, but I know people who always romance him and think he's great. I think he's super cute with I started to say Liliana because I'm looking at her. I think he's super cute with Tally, and so I always let the two of them do their thing. You're not babbling. It is getting a little easier. I mean, you know, my dad's going to be buried at sea, and that's in October, so that's the next big thing coming up. But I actually feel better. I mean, it's been enough time that I actually feel that's just a job that has to be done now. We're not going to get another dog till probably next spring, so things are, yeah, things are definitely settling down now. It's just been like, really, does this have to happen on top of this, and then on top of that, and then on top of that? Can we just, spread these out a little bit? How do I feel about Zevran? I mean, my 7 siblings love him, but I feel like no one else likes him or finds him annoying. I like Zevran, but I've never romanced him. And I don't even know the answer to that. Probably because I'm so hooked on Alistair. I just can't see anybody but Alistair. Tally has that rom-com about a Turian and Quarian that she likes. That's right. Am I hyped for the KOTOR remake? Is there a date for that? Is there a date for that coming out? All right, you guys. I have got to go to the bathroom. I'll be back in 1 minute. Don't go anywhere. I was muted that whole stupid time. I wanted to be conversational, but I really had to go to the bathroom. I needn't lose my sound. I was muted. I'm babbling away. Blah, blah, I'm muted. I didn't say anything intelligent. All I said was, I really wanted to be conversational, but I had to pee. And I don't know if that happens to you, but when I have to pee really bad, I really can't think about anything else. Okay, Storm Coast for Iron Bull or go get Dorian. Zevran is my elf mage romance for Origins. I used to romance Alistair as an elf mage and keep him as a warden. The Inquisition came out and made me leave either Hawk or the warden. Yeah. I've made Alistair king and I've kept him as a warden, but I always keep him for myself because he's a cutie. Yeah, but thank God it was just idiot error this time. It wasn't like, you know, OBS problems. Mother Nature, that's damn straight. Mother Nature takes control. All right, let's take Sarah. Cassandra. Let's see, Vivienne or Solas? Maybe I think I'll take Solas because I like him and Sarah together. Iron Bull. My sister makes fun of me because she tells me to try someone else besides Zevran. When she finds out I chose the same one, she's like, why? I'm their destined soulmate. We're meant to be together. I know. You know what, Alec? I took Solas because I'm hoping for some banter between him and Sarah.
Your worship.
But I'll get her on the next
For what
one.
it's worth, welcome to the Storm Coast. I would have sent word sooner, but
I know,
our
nothing
efforts
makes you
have
want to
been
use the bathroom like play. I've had like 5 sips of coffee since
How
we started
so?
sitting here and
There's a
or
group of
tea and it
bandits
went right through me
operating in the
apparently.
area. They know the terrain, and our small party has had trouble going up against them.
Lieutenant Harding.
Some of our soldiers went to speak with their leader. Haven't heard back, though.
I'm not surprised. I'll look into it.
I'll do what I can to find our people.
Thank you, Your Worship. That's a relief.
Your Worship?
The soldiers didn't have an exact location for the bandits, but they were starting their search farther down the beach. With all this fuss, we haven't been able to conduct a proper search for the
She's so
wardens
cute.
either. Well, good luck, and enjoy the sea air.
Well, that's fair too. Sarah's
I hear it's
dialogue
good
with
for the
Solas is
soul.
good as well. Yeah, the way he goes, he's just trying to get her to remember what it's like to be an elf. And she's like, I don't care. Oh, did you hear the dragon? I don't think I really can do potions much yet. I haven't developed those a lot. Oh, I have, do I have bees? I don't know if I have any. Jar of bees. I don't have Vivienne with me, so I think, yeah, she's got. What should I develop Cassandra as? Oh, I love his reaction to dragons as well. That is badass. Tell me we're going to fight it. Which one is her natural one? Is she she's not two-handed weapon. Is she weapon and shield? What job can I get so someone calls me your worship? I know, I've tried to get my husband to call me that, but he ain't going for it. Weapon and shield? A? I'll do shield bash. What the hell? Half the time I auto these people because I don't care that much. Oh, Sarah's got all kinds. I'm going to auto her, you guys. Sorry. I know that's like, people hate that, but let's see. He's a Rift Mage. And I like him to be protective. She's Sword and Board Templar subclass, so that, okay, Sword and Board, that's what I thought. You know what, Callie? Is it Callie? K-A-L, Callie? Callie? You know what? I noticed that too. I'm going to comment on 2 things here now. Thank you for telling me she's Sword and Board. I thought that's what she was. But Callie, I don't like killing the dragons either. I've done it to get the achievements in this game, but I don't really like it. I think the dragons are really cool. And if you leave them alone, they don't bug you. So I've done it, but I for a game called Dragon Age, although I know it's named after the age and not the dragon, I just don't like killing the dragons very much. But every once in a while I do. I never use Iron Bull without a shield. He gets hurt. Yeah, I always give Bull that gigantic Warhammer thing, and he dies all the time. And finally somebody told me, yeah, you got to give him a shield, but he seems like a natural to carry the enormous Warhammer. So, but he's weak with it. I don't get it. He's not one of my favorite players for that reason. I don't take him super often except for the banter. Storm. Oh, this is the one I want. I need to get Dispel. Oh, I can't yet unlock it. Can't unlock it. All right, that's fine. Doesn't much matter. I realize I shouldn't say that. That will annoy people, but come on.
This might interest you, sir.
What is it?
What
See
is
for
it?
yourself, sir.
Oh, God. I have to say that's one of my lesser favorite things about this game is the amount of collecting you have to do. Run Bull like a tank, but you must... Yeah, I have done dragon. I have done that for the armor, for the dragon skin stuff, but what level are these guys? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. So I just hit the wrong button.
Those must be the bandits' targets.
I like this guy's just standing over here to the right. I'm not doing shit. Dude, you pushed me over. Look, these guys just... Oh, there's a... I don't like killing the dogs. Okay, when you say Run Bull like a tank, you do Sword and Board with him? Because, yeah, he just gets eaten up too easily. I agree with you. That's the trouble I've had with him. Run Bull like a tank, he's a beast. But what do you mean run him like a tank? I spec him... Okay, so I'm going to have to... Clearly I'm doing something wrong. I always give him the giant Warhammer and no shield, and he goes down like a child. So, do you run him with a giant shield and like a mace or something? Why does he have that giant? I don't want to kill that dog. I hate killing a dog. Why can't I have a dog? That really annoyed me about this game, actually. Why can't you have a dog? I had a dog in the last game. I don't like killing the dogs. His subclass is great for Sword and Board. See, I always think he looks good carrying that enormous Warhammer. But he's a weakling with that Warhammer. Oh, show. Oh, there's another... I get to kill another dog. Why are they DPS? Why? Big old muscly guy with an enormous hammer as big as a Volkswagen, and he's DPS.
Can't even see the other shore.
Oh, he's this way. Why was I thinking he was the other?
Far.
The waking sea.
What the hell?
We
I
crossed
can't
it
get...
to reach Haven. Already it seems so long ago.
I can't get him yet. Because I haven't had the what's-her-face come to the camp and tell me to meet him with, have I? Because he should be right here. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening, because he's right here. I haven't played this game in a few weeks and I could not remember. Damn it all. Now I'm down here for no reason whatsoever. Came to the beach and the sun's not out. I don't think that what's-his-face has come to... You didn't make the game? We talked about it's the two-handed word. Well, you're supposed to have all the answers. Yeah, what an idiot. For some reason, when it gave me the option to come here, I was assuming that I'd already picked up that quest. But look, the troll's not here, nothing's here. Nothing's happening. Okay, well, let's go get Dorian because I'm an idiot. Let's see, world map. Yeah, I have that one available. I do have to talk to Krem first. It's just that I haven't played the game in a few weeks and I thought I had already spoken to Krem. And then as soon as I got to the coast there, I'm like, I don't see Iron Bull and his band of merry men. Therefore, apparently I didn't remember that Krem hasn't come spoken to me yet.
Nothing to report, sir.
I always run out here. I love this dragon. Oh, little nug. Speaking of dragons. I've had no trouble with Bull and Warhammers, so I focus a lot on guard generating abilities and also focus on guard and equipment and crafting too. Work really well in here to harvest. Alright, well, I have a lot to learn. Where are you, Mama Dragon? There she is. There she is. She's going to see me here in a second. Now, that's beautiful. Why would you want to kill that?
Whoa, she's up.
Yes, she's going to try to kill me with fire. I always play chicken with her and she sends this giant gout of fire down this hole, and if you run fast, you're not damaged by it, but if you don't run fast... I don't know, I'm being an idiot. I use guard on hit for all weapons and craft as soon as it becomes available. Krem should show up and the next time we visit. Well, yeah, I should get back. There she is. She wants to hit me with fire. They're so pretty. All right, let's quit screwing around. Let's quit screwing around. I'm not strong enough to take her on, and I don't... I want Dorian, and I want Iron Bull. It's funny, people talk about how they wish certain players would be gay or bi or whatever so that you could romance them.
Nothing to report.
Well, look, that's weird. I was able to put a camp here and there's still a bad guy walking around. That's hilarious. Look at that. And yet, there's my camp. That is got to be a glitch because I killed all these guys last time I was here. Trading NASDAQ? Surely that can't be more important than what we're doing here. But thanks for calling me beautiful. That always makes my day. Thanks for coming by, too. That's very cool. Why are these people alive here? I don't get it.
Drive them out.
Okay, now stay away this time. What, you can farm dragon skin or I usually have trouble getting. I mean, I don't want to talk through my hat here because I haven't played this game in a year at least, so I don't totally remember, but I usually don't kill the dragons and I don't usually have any trouble getting dragon skin, so clearly I can get it from somewhere. Unless that's a mod I downloaded and I just don't remember that. I want to side with the mages, but the champions of the Just Quest... My daughter says that too. She like... What the hell? I killed all these guys last time I was here. She says that too. She likes that quest line better. I think she generally plays as a kind of a rogue character too. Die! Oh, again? I also wish you could back up instead of always turning around. Okay, you people need to stay away from my camp now, because my people are not doing their job if they let you get this close. In hushed whispers, champions of the just. We're being paid. Keep things quiet. And keep trade away from the East Road when reasonable. Allow targets to flee and spread the word of danger in the area when such is unreasonable. Kill all targets regardless of colors flown. Well, too bad for you. You know, I'm like I said earlier, I'm playing Origins. I should be live streaming that because I'm playing it anyway. I'm like 5 hours into it. But there are some funny lines in Origins. At the very beginning, if you're talking to your brother, whose name I can't remember off the top of my head, but his son, Auric, if you play Human Noble, and you tell him you'll teach him how to use swords, he pretends to have a sword and he says, "Take that, dire bunny!" And that just completely stuck in my head. Take that, dire bunny!
And Iran Atishan. I did not expect to see another Dalish blood here. My name is Miris.
You turn around,
By your
Miris.
weapons, I see you come ready for battle. Perhaps we face a common enemy in these demons.
You're not being... There you go.
Are you fighting the demons on your own?
Fighting the demons is pointless.
As long as you leave one thing in the chest, you keep going back.
And
I didn't know that.
But I have heard of elven artifacts that measure the veil. They may tell us where new rifts
No,
will appear.
the guard on hit
I was not
crafting material can be
expecting so
far.
many
Okay, well, I'll
demons,
remember that.
I believe one of the artifacts is nearby.
Are you guys getting good reception? Because I keep getting this. I mean, I'm on Ethernet, and I have a pretty beefy system. Not totally beefy, but I mean, you know, pretty better than average. And I'm keep getting these messages saying my stream status is poor, and I don't have an explanation for it.
It sounds worth investigating.
My settings all look good.
Thank you. It shouldn't be too much farther ahead.
I like her staff. I like it better than mine.
Thank you for joining me.
Do I have
I do
souls
not
with
think
me?
I could have done this alone.
Yeah, I do.
What took you away from your clan?
They were all killed by a demon that our keeper was foolish enough to summon. I am the only survivor of Clan Vernen.
Ugh,
I was searching
I am the
for
only
another clan
survivor.
that would take me in when the breach appeared. Now, I'm doing whatever I can to help with this madness.
Okay. Oh, hang on a second.
Can you manage it?
I need to check my keybind just because way I can just back up instead of always jumping around going low. Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting... Now it says my connection is excellent, so I don't know what designates a good or bad connection, because on my end it appears to be fine, but then I keep getting this message saying that YouTube's having trouble with the stream. Veil fire.
What manner of fire is that?
Yeah, I don't know why the
I
stream
have
is
heard of
herking and
this, but
jerking.
never
That's
seen it
mine's
before.
pretty choppy, but I don't have the best.
It is called veil fire.
I don't.
It is a
Now
form
it says
of
it's
sympathetic
excellent.
magic, a memory of flame that burns in this world where the veil is thin.
Well, there's the skeleton. There's bad people down here. Bad people, Mama. There's dead people. Alright, come on. What's your face, Cassandra? Where's my tank?
Stayed in there. Pretty little cast.
My audio and you in the corner is fine, but the rest is kind of laggy. Yeah, I don't get that because I've got a very fast internet connection at my house.
There. If we activate that crystal, it should react to the strength of the veil.
So I don't really know what's causing that. I'll have to... Yet another learning project for me to figure this out. Let's just go.
There's
get
an elven
this.
artifact nearby.
I know, Solus. There's
The
also...
veil fire must be making the runes legible.
I know! Look at that, Solus. I'm pretty sure there's not one over here. I wonder if it's my bit rate. I'll have to play with that. And if any of you knows how a person can do it, well, I should do a private stream, I suppose, and fiddle around with it.
Yes, the wards are helping to strengthen the veil. This area should be safer for travelers now.
Well, that should be useful. And it seems the ancestors left something for me as well. Interesting. I believe our alliance is concluded. Go in peace, stranger.
Where did you go? No, he didn't.
Mahalani, Maglandeval, Vi Enasalim.
Perhaps you're right. Here, take it. Go with Mythal.
That was easy. Go with Mythal's blessing. See, now it says my connection excellent, so I don't know, you guys. I will fiddle around with my bitrate off stream and see if I can figure out what is the deal. I don't think I have a better... Oh, I forgot. That name threw me off for a second there. So I don't have a helmet on at all. I'm also not high enough level for it. I don't want to change Sarah's clothes because I like them. I'm only level 5 still. Holy crap. Oh, I gotta get the accessories. Okay. Nope, none of these are as good. But I would gotta go look at the accessories. Well, grappling chain. I think grappling chain is a... Isn't that something that... I think that's something Iron Bull usually has. Calais. I wonder if those artifacts have something to do with Solus's plan to bring down the veil and we just helped him destroy the world. Considering Solus's age, yeah, he's like 1,000. How old is Solus? 1,000 years? You have to think of their life term. In terms of how long they live or used to live, he's just a young man. He's just a young man. Well, Solus, I have a necklace for you. And obviously you don't want that. And I don't think they have anything. Okay, I want Dispel if I can get it because... Now, who is it? Solus has a point. Welcome to Earth, and a grumpy old man to us. He's not grumpy. He's just from a different era. He has a different view of things. I don't know what to give Solus. I always picture Viv as being a good... What the heck? Sure, it's Solus. You can fade step. I don't think Solus is grumpy. I never think of him as being grumpy. He's just a product of his time. He's very formal. All right, lady, don't walk into the wall. Did I get what's in that? Yeah, I did. All right, where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. Oh, I gotta go back around. I have to go back around because that ends right there. Yep, and now I'm down by all the bandits. Do you guys do the skulls too, where you have to make the, you know, put the constellations together in the sky? Thanks for coming by, Fear. I'm going to do this again in a couple of days, and I will keep them coming. I promise. Solus Storm, Vivian Frost, Dorian Inferno. It just clicks. That's probably good. I just do it by seat of my pants every single time, so it's always different. But if I had a better plan, it might go better. I'm going to skip these guys because I'm trying to get to Redcliffe.
Bandits ahead!
You're a little late on the warning there, Cassandra. A little late. Yeah, he is at first, but you get to know him, he loosens up. He never loosens up a lot, but he does loosen up. Okay, now I think I can go to Redcliffe. I think I'm in the right direction now. I already did this rift. I already got Vivian's books. Thanks for coming by, Fear. Solus is not grumpy. He seems sad. He was born at a time when everything was different. I agree 100%. I mean, look, I have that problem in my real life. I realize I'm not like, you know, super grandma ancient, but I am much more formal than a lot of people who are younger than me. Probably partially because of my mother and partially because, yeah, just the way I was raised. My mother was very... She was from New Zealand, but she was very British. And they just have a more formal manner.
We should search the area.
Yeah, I know, Cassandra. I don't want to kill that nug. I'm trying to figure out what is else. I'm going to have to deal with these guys over here on the left. These brothers who want to fight each other. Oh no, we're not brothers. Alright, you guys take care of him while I search his pockets. Come on, pick up the pace. Gotta kill him a little faster there. Thank you very much. Oh, you're not dead yet. You know what else I love from this game? I love the music. Is this thing in the cabin? I cannot remember. Ugh, does Sarah have enough lockpicking skills to do this? There could be booze. Yeah, I think there's booze inside this house. If Sarah can get the door open, that is. Where is it? Hey, more bandits! I'm trying to drink! God. Interrupt a person when they're trying to drink? Andraste's tits. Bottles of Thetis. Butter bile. That actually doesn't sound very good. Butter bile. We should search. There could be booze. What is it in Origins, the dwarf, the way you buy him, the gifts you can give people? And oh, it's Ogren. Ogren. You give him gifts, you buy him booze. Except for wine. You give wine to win. And is it Shale? Is that the name of the golem? He likes jewels. I should be killing all these things for armor, but I don't like killing the little animals. It makes me feel bad. Do you guys do all of the, what am I trying to say? The skulls where you have to do the constellations? I already asked that, but I probably missed it in chat.
Redcliffe Village should be just ahead.
Yes, it is. Thank you, Solus.
I want a constant watch on that damn thing.
Uh-oh, somebody's
Sound the
coming out
alarm
to
at the
meet me,
first
and they're going to
sign
warn
of
me that...
demons. Watch out, traveler. The veil's ripped open and Maker knows what could come out.
Okay, wait. Oh, I don't have to spell yet. Damn it all. I like to spell because it makes these things go way faster. You guys take care of the rift, and I will just do this part. I do them, but I cheat. I'm terrible at puzzles. The first time I played the game, I cheated on every single one, but Alright, dude, that's not funny. But I mostly can remember them now. I can't remember what this is. Keep them off me, people. Can I close it? Took it a minute to catch up. I did the skulls once, but I realized it was a fetch quest and I ignored it. That's exactly was my experience. The jewels make shit. I know they make him feel pretty, which just totally makes me
We don't
laugh.
know what these rifts can do. That
And Ogren
one
likes
appeared
beer.
to alter the time around it.
You know, they always say that on this one, and I never really noticed that. Maybe Fiona will know.
There are many mages in Redcliffe. Maybe Fiona will know what's going on.
Maker have mercy. It's over.
Yes, open the gates. Did I miss anything here? I do them so I can unlock the shard doors and get the perks behind them. I did them in the first game, but I do them sporadically now. I've only done one in this game so
We
far.
spread word the Inquisition was coming. But you should know that no one here was expecting us.
What?
No one? Not even Grand Enchanter Fiona?
If she was, she hasn't told anyone.
Well, now
We've
that's a
arranged use of the
puzzle.
tavern for the negotiations.
Agents of the Inquisition, my apologies. Magister Alexius is in charge now, but
I
hasn't
like
yet
that
arrived.
armor.
He's expected shortly. You can speak with the former Grand Enchanter in the meantime.
The former Grand Enchanter? I would be questioning that. Are you a completionist, Crystal? I'm not saying you should be just because you're doing the skulls. I'm just curious. I am in no way a completionist. All these conversations. Hello, 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 hello. There's that same just broken down wagon I've seen about 10 times. Hello, hello. Hello. Good day,
That
fine
windmill
sir.
has weathered a great deal. I am impressed it remains standing.
Yeah, and how come you can't get into the windmills? There's several working windmills. You can't get in any... You can't get in any of them. Damn you, girl. Get up there. I'm going to show you something else that frustrates... You are a completionist. I have aspirations to be a completionist, but I'm not. Here's something that frustrates me. This part, I mean, you know, it's normal, but I never come back and get inside this cabin because you can't get into it right now. I know, it's over here. Can't get in there.
Sarah, do
And
you
look.
believe in the Maker?
Yes.
Look how cool that looks, and you can't get there. And if one of you tells me that you can actually get over there, I'm going to absolutely crap because I've never gotten over there.
But
I want to
you're
go over there. I just think that looks cool. I want to go in that tower. I want to
take
cross
that.
over this river.
And you kill people.
true, but only those I must.
Ones who deserve it. Right, we're real different.
The Grey Warden Alistair grew up at Redcliffe. He used to play in the fields outside this very village. And now the boy, who once begged me to make him toy soldiers, rules all of Ferelden.
You see, I told you, I made Alistair king, and that's the game. That's the game world state that I imported. Alistair's king, and my warden is married to him.
Tell me about your people.
Tell me about your people.
The spirit dwells in a small lake south of the highway. The
Oh,
girls
yes.
of the village bring it daisies and ask for love, but rarely does it listen. For 'tis a spirit of valor, not love, and it favors
Not
blood
love.
lotus flowers.
Halfway through, you say, screw it. Okay, that's what I do. See, we're not so different after all. I was feeling... Move it, people. I was feeling bad because I'm never a completionist. I always want to be... Just go on those YouTube channels where they've... I'll talk to you on the way back, dude. Where they've gone... Where they have like a million clips that are 2 or 3 minutes long, and they show literally every outcome to every possible scenario and everything you can possibly find. I admire it, but that's not me. Is Connor over here? I don't know if she can get this door open yet. I know some of the doors you can't open right away. I'm usually not a completionist, but when it comes to Mass Effect and KOTOR, I become one. I have not played a lot of KOTOR. I have that game.
I wouldn't pay those rumors any mind.
This room is very sad. Very sad. Especially speaking as a mage and as an elf.
Every ocularum is made from the skull of a tranquil?
Every skull was... No, done thinking about it. Done.
I had wondered what had become of them when the mages rebelled. What a tragic waste.
I had wondered where they had gone. I should have looked harder.
Yes. You should wonder about the ritual of making them tranquil, too, but nobody seems to until way later. I have to say the gathering to me gets a little old here. Like, I'm in charge of this entire endeavor, but I also have to go around and pick flowers. There he is. Poor old Connor.
Are you Connor?
You've heard the story, I guess. I can't believe King Alistair thought Redcliffe was the right place to send the mages. I mean, he grew up here. Did he think they would just forget what I did to them?
Oh, God. Get over yourself, Connor.
Why isn't Al Eamon in power anymore?
After the lands meet, he stayed in Denerim. I couldn't be his heir, not after what happened. So eventually he passed the title to Uncle Tegan.
Uncle Tegan? I flirted with him.
How did you end up in the Mage Rebellion?
I was living in the Ferelden Tower when the circles dissolved. I voted against it, but at first it seemed all right. No one was summoning demons. They just wanted to oversee themselves. But then the Magister came, and it's wrong what they do in Tevinter. We are monsters. We need to be controlled.
No, no, no. You're a little boy.
If it wasn't for me, every family in this village wouldn't be missing a son, a daughter, a spouse.
That would be pretty bad burden to bear. I probably wouldn't live in the town anymore.
You're not in favor of the alliance with Tevinter?
Alliance? Is that what they're calling it? That Magister threw my uncle out into the street. He signed us into servitude. This is my home.
Connor gets it.
Redcliffe, Ferelden. No matter what evils I've done, I would never have invited Tevinter here.
I wouldn't either, considering I just finished reading Tevinter Nights and I know a little more about them now. I know what he did.
I need to be going.
Please, talk some sense into the Grand Enchanter. Selling out
God, I hope they redo Origins. Wouldn't that be fantastic if they redid Origins? Oh, it's such a good story. Instead, you have to get lore dumps in this game because if you don't want to play Origins because it's so hard to play. I mean, I'm having fun with it, but I had to put, the technical term would be a crap ton of mods to make it reasonable to play. Callie, the nostalgia. I'm convinced in Hush Whispers is the canon choice because of all the callbacks to Origins. Well, with the Templars, I'm probably going to end up playing the mage game because I'm a mage. I need to do some mods. I mean, I need to do some upgrades because these staffs I'm picking up are not stronger than the ones I have. Canine leather. My armor's made of dog leather. What are these skins of? Oh, they're fish. What an idiot. Of course they're fish. It's a dock. Didn't I already collect this? I'd love a rematch. I played anyway. I have so many mods put into it that it works pretty well for me, but yeah, I'd be so all over a remaster of that game.
And when I woke up, the sheets were as cold as ice.
Oh, what happened to the old man that was standing always further up? Hey.
If those rumors are true, and apostates are retained, I'll never get over that sky. Should someone do something?
I'll never get over that sky. Oh, can I? See, this is another thing I don't know very well because I usually download a store app that gives me all upgraded crap for my weapons. So let's go get Dorian. And I'll come back to that store in a little while.
It's just what the apostates are responsible for. The walking corpses.
They must be.
No, the apostates are not responsible for the walking corpses.
Thank you.
Sister Tanner.
I am Sister Tanner. May I help you?
Yeah. Why do I know this? I cannot remember.
I found the letter you sent a Templar named Corin.
That's why.
What?
Shit!
You can't prove anything. A letter from a rogue Templar.
Nobody's going to care.
So,
Nobody.
what do you intend
How long
to
have I
do?
been streaming? It's been a while. There's been talk of a Dragon Age remaster since the success of I know. I keep seeing blurbs about that, but I don't know. Dragon Age is harder to remaster, I think, because it's not one character through the trilogy like it is in Mass Effect.
Or you could put your skills to use.
It's a different protagonist every time, so I think there's not the same continuity.
Nobody else has to know.
That will depend.
I think that is a little bit of a
On
challenge.
our behalf.
All right, I'm in. Seems like the Inquisition is the safer bet these days.
Yeah, seems like you don't belong with the Chantry anyway, you stupid girl. All right, I'm going to grab Dorian, and then I think I'm going to be done for the day before my husband comes up the stairs and says, "What are you doing? We're refinishing a piece of furniture today, and I'm out here by myself." What are you guys doing the rest of your day? I used this exact scene in my video last night. This exact scene. I don't think there's anything more over here. No, let's just advance into the room, which doesn't... Get out of my way. Which doesn't look suspicious at all. At all. Okay, what is going on? Am I not supposed to pick up... Oh, I have to go to the Chantry first. What am I talking about? I mean, not the Chantry. I have to go to the bar. The bar. I got ahead of myself. Come on. Yeah, I have to go to the tavern first. Again, I got ahead of myself because I haven't played in a while. And I couldn't remember where I was at with these things. I have to go talk to Fiona. At the tavern, which is what? It's right back here somewhere. Yeah, right here. I got ahead of myself. The Gull and Lantern. You're packing up your place because you're moving. Oh, I hate packing too. Different town or just different house? We've lived in this house I'm in now for 7 years, and I think we're going to stay here till my husband retires because we don't like to move either.
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition. What has brought you to Redcliffe?
You did, lady.
We're here because of your invitation back in Val Royeaux.
You must be mistaken. I haven't been to Val Royeaux since before the Conclave.
Well, that's very strange, because someone who looked exactly like you spoke
That's
to me
exactly
in Val
right.
Royeaux.
I've played this game too
Exactly
many
like
times. I just haven't played it recently.
I suppose it could be magic at work. But why would anyone... Whoever or whatever brought you here?
The situation has changed. I have done something stupid.
The free mages have already pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
An alliance with Tevinter? Do you not fear all of Thedas turning against you?
No kidding,
I
lady.
understand that you are afraid, but you deserve better than slavery to Tevinter.
Yeah,
As
Sola
one
should know.
indentured to a magister, I no longer have the authority to negotiate with you.
You have made a huge mistake. But do I want to say that, or do I just want to say, tell me who does? Well, I'm just going to tell her she's made a big mistake.
An alliance with Tevinter is a terrible mistake.
All hope of peace died with Justinia.
No, that's not
This
true.
bargain with Tevinter would not have been my first choice.
Or
but
my
we
third.
had no choice. We are losing this war. I needed to save as many of my people as I could.
So I sold them into indentureship for the next 100 years.
Welcome, my friends. I apologize for not greeting you earlier.
Agents of the Inquisition, allow me to introduce Magister Girion Alexius.
Girion Alexius.
The Southern Mages are under my command.
Of the Tevinter
And
Imperium.
you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fade?
The one from the Fade.
Interesting.
I haven't seen any sign of Redcliffe's Arl or his men.
You
The
bought your
Earl of
first
Redcliffe
house. The sales
left
official saying this should be your... And you're procrastinating?
Tegan
That's
did not
super
abandon his
exciting.
land
Congratulations.
during the
That's
Blight,
awesome.
Even when they were under siege.
There were tensions
Wow, that's awesome.
growing. I did not want an incident.
Your first house.
I'd like to know more about this alliance between the rebel mages and the Imperium.
Certainly. What specifically do you wish to know?
Why you're here and not at home in Tevinter.
The Grand Enchanter told me she was indentured to a Magister.
Yeah,
Our
that's
southern
awesome.
brethren
That's
have
awesome,
no
Crystal.
legal
Congratulations.
status in the Imperium. As they were not born citizens of Tevinter, they must work for a period of 10 years
10
before gaining
years.
full rights. As their protector, I shall oversee their work for the Imperium.
Because I am, after all, a benevolent overlord.
What does the Imperium gain from taking rebel mages under its wing?
For the moment, the southern mages are a considerable expense. After they are properly trained, they will join our legion.
Our legion?
said
You mean
not
our
all my
horde?
people would be military. There are children, those not suited.
And one day I'm sure they will all be productive citizens of the Imperium when their debts are paid.
Are you rethinking this now, Fiona? Perhaps you should.
I'm not clear on when exactly you
Yeah, I don't blame you
negotiated
for
this
hating the
arrangement
packing and
with
unpacking,
Fiona.
but buying your first
When
house,
the
that's
Conclave was
good for you.
destroyed,
That's
these
awesome.
poor souls faced the
hard
brutality
thing
of
to
the
do
Templars
nowadays, get into your
who
first
rushed
house.
to attack them. It could only be through divine providence that I arrived when I did.
Divine
It
providence
was
is one way to put
certainly
it.
Very timely.
Yes.
You're quite a long way from Tevinter, Alexius.
Indeed I am, though I have heard you are no Ferelden either. It seems
Yeah, but at
we are
least I'm
both
within the same
strangers here.
country. Well, not, I guess not strictly.
Felix, would you send for a scribe, please? Pardon my manners. My son Felix, friends. I am not surprised you're here. Containing the breach is not a feat that many could even attempt.
I'm sorry,
There is no
Gary,
telling
it's
how
hard to
many
take you
mages
seriously
would
with
be
that hood
needed
on.
for such an endeavor. Ambitious indeed.
Ambitious indeed. We don't think small here.
Well, when you're fighting
Yeah,
a massive
right.
tear in the sky,
Citizens.
you
We're
can
Sam
hardly
a
afford to think
citizen.
There will have to be.
Bumped my microphone.
Felix.
He does
I'm
love
so
his son.
sorry.
He loves
Please
his
forgive my
son, for
clumsiness, my
sure.
lady.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, Father.
Come, I'll get your powders. Please excuse me, friends. We will have to continue this another time. Fiona, I require your assistance back at the castle.
Bring your
I
indentured
don't
ass
mean
back.
to trouble everyone.
I shall send word to the Inquisition. We will conclude this business at a later date.
Thank you, Garion.
Come to the Chantry. You are in danger.
Now I have to come to the Chantry. Now.
Aren't we secretive? We'll be careful, but we need to figure out what's going on here.
All right, let's get these.
We don't need your kind here. Your Inquisition's just Templars by another
Stop
name.
bowing to her, Inquisitor. She's being rude to you.
Why does everyone think we're part of the Chantry? We left the Chantry. They hate us.
Right. And I'm the Empress of Orlais.
All right, lady. Work for Garion Alexius for the next 10 years. Be a second-class citizen, totally. Nobody cares.
Magister Alexius wishes only mages to remain in Redcliffe. He will approve of you. He does not approve of me.
Oh,
Many
you've missed
villagers have already
everything
left
funny
to
and
escape
important.
his ire.
The Carrion.
What does the Magister have against you?
I am a
He does
tranquil.
not like to be reminded of what mages can become. He says all Tranquil must leave Redcliffe, but who would take us in?
Who would take us in?
You're one of the Tranquil.
Yes, my talent for magic was insufficient to protect me from demons. Rather than risk me becoming possessed, the Circle removed my connection to the Fade. My magic is gone, along with my dreams and desires.
That is the saddest
Those now in
statement
Redcliffe
in the whole
prefer
game.
not to
My
see
magic's gone along with my dreams and desires, my sense of self.
How long have the Tevinters been here?
Magister Alexius arrived at nightfall, 2 days after we retreated from the Temple of Sacred Ashes. He forced anyone without magic out of the castle, save those he required to serve him. Even the Arl was sent away.
Farewell, then.
One moment. You are a member of the Inquisition.
Clearly, he's still somewhat of an independent
I am
thinker.
an alchemist. You must require potions. If the Magister will not have me here, perhaps I can offer my services.
But where does he go once you get him?
We would
I'm
be
trying to
delighted to have
think
you
where
work
he
with the
goes.
Inquisition.
Thank you.
Does he show up there? Do you actually see him there? I can't remember now. I don't remember where he goes, if he goes.
Talents.
Another agent! This poor old guy. I'm stuck. I don't like it.
Inquisition, huh? I wish to Holy Andraste you'd gotten here sooner.
Me too.
These Tevinters make my shoulder blades itch.
How did the Grand Enchanter end up working with Tevinter?
8 minutes isn't that much.
We were bracing for the
We
Towers
talked
to
about you while you were
The
gone,
next
that's all.
We had a Magister ally. It was a stroke of luck that's given us an edge. In a way. Out of the frying pan.
No kidding. Out of the frying pan.
You're not happy with this new alliance?
Something's not right about that lot. They're not like us.
No, they're not.
Magic or no, I'd rather count myself among decent folk than stand with Magisters.
Who are you?
Name's Tolry.
I'm a little late to be asking that. I just had a whole conversation with him.
Lived my whole life there. Since I was 10 years old and came into my magic. 3 meals a day. Quality education. A roof over my head. If you're not
Can you imagine if we actually lived in a system like that? I mean, I realize we don't have magic, but...
If you were happy in the Circle, why are you here with the rebels?
We're all rebels now. The vote sorted that.
Yep. I mean, a guy that age probably didn't want to leave. He's all he's ever known. But can you imagine living in a system where, 9, 10, 11 years old, you're taken from your family and you go and live in a convent-like situation? And that's the rest of your life, your entire life.
The Tevinters likely aren't happy you're asking.
That would be very weird. I'm probably being insensitive because there probably are situations like that happen. I'm just not thinking of them off the top of my head. Should we all stand here and contemplate this painting? Look, there's your bill. Pay your bill. I keep wanting to say Rivian, but I think that's from Lord of the Rings. I think this is Rivane, not Rivian. Did I go in this room? That is a big piece of cheese. Which reminds me, I have to find the giant cheese thing at some point. I don't remember where it is. Okay. Time to go back to the Chantry, which might be a little bit different than it is now. I think how Thedas treats mages is horrific. It is pretty bad. I mean, if you want to be a mage, I suppose you want to be in Tevinter, but if you're going to be in Tevinter, you better be a really strong mage, because power is the only thing that counts there. You better make sure you're a really good mage. Oops, there's no stairs. Over here. Now.
It's one of the rebel mages, and She said it sounded like the dream she had before the magic took her.
I don't want you talking to the rebels.
Yeah, keep that to yourself, son. Keep that to yourself. Don't tell anybody about that. That's probably what I'd say to my kid. All right, this looks better. You want to help me here? Give me a little help here?
Good. You're finally here. Now help me close this, would you?
I see. I kind of wish Dorian was available to females. I saw that coming. Oop, don't go over there. No. No. Nope. Seems like the best mage to be living until the Templars attacked anyway. Do you think some of the tranquils in Dragon Age Inquisition don't seem to be as tranquil as in the previous games? They seemed they definitely seem capable of very independent thought. They only seem to have lost their emotions.
You don't even know, do you? You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes.
See, he's so cute.
Who are you?
Ah, getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House Parvus. Most recently of Minrathous.
Yeah, I wish he went. I
Another
wish I could romance him.
Tevinter.
I mean, I could, but as a female.
Suspicious friends you have here. Magister Alexius
But I get it.
was once my mentor.
There's not that many
so my
characters like that, so
should be valuable.
you guys can have
as
that
I'm
one.
Sure you can imagine.
I was expecting Felix to be here.
I'm sure he's on his way. He was to give you the note, then meet us here after ditching his father.
Yes.
Alexius couldn't jump to Felix's side fast enough when he pretended to be faint. Is something wrong with him?
He's had some lingering illness for months. Felix is an only child, and Alexius is being a mother hen, most likely.
Yep.
Are you a Magister?
All right, let's say this once. I'm a mage from Tevinter, but not a member of the Magisterium. I know Southerners use the terms interchangeably, but that only makes you sound like barbarians.
Like barbarians.
You're betraying your mentor because...
Alexius was my mentor. Meaning he's not any longer. Not for some time. Look, you must know there's danger. That should be obvious even without the note.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the mage rebels out from under you. As if by magic,
Well, that's on
yes?
Fiona.
Which is exactly right. To reach Redcliffe, before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
I hope that's less dangerous than it sounds.
No.
More. That is fascinating if true, and almost certainly dangerous.
And the fact that Solus
The
doesn't
rift
know
you
about
closed
it
here.
is concerning.
You saw how it twisted time around itself, sped some things up and slowed others down.
I agree with you, Duchess.
there will
I
be
wish he was
more like
romanceable by females, but I
And
do
they'll appear
understand why the
further
game
and further away from
chose
Redcliffe.
it to be that way.
The
I mean,
magic
I totally
Alexius
get
is
it.
using is
But he's such a
wildly
great character.
unstable, and it's unraveling the world.
The magical is wildly unstable. It's unraveling the world. Do I trust you? Do you have evidence? It's a lot to swallow.
You're asking me to take a lot on faith.
I know what I'm talking about. I helped develop this magic.
That mustache.
When I was still his apprentice, it was pure theory. Alexius could never get it to work. What I don't understand is why he's doing it, ripping time to shreds just to gain a few hundred lackeys.
He didn't do it for them.
Took you long enough. Is he getting
I hope
suspicious?
he does too.
No, But I shouldn't have played the illness
But he's
card.
going to come back. I mean, he
thought you'd
goes
be
at the end of
fussing over me
Inquisition. He
all
goes
day.
back to Tevinter.
My
So
father's
he's
joined a
definitely going to be
cult,
in the game.
Tevinter
He's a favorite.
Supremacists. They call themselves
I agree.
Venatori.
His voice is yummy.
And I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
I'm flattered.
Why would he rearrange time and indenture the Mage Rebellion just to get to me?
They're obsessed with
He
you.
is a fantastic
But
character.
I don't know why. Perhaps because you survived the Temple of Sacred
Cheeky,
Ashes.
but a really good mage.
You can close the rifts. Maybe there's a
Smart.
connection. Or they see you as
He's
a
got
threat.
good skin.
If the Venatori are behind those rifts or the breach in the sky, they're
Felix
even worse
has
than I
a
thought.
receding hairline.
Alexius is your father. Why are you working against him?
Sarah, right
For the
over
same
her shoulder,
reason
like,
Dorian works against him. I love my father, and I love my country. But this? Cults? Time magic?
Oh,
What he's
Rocco,
doing
I
now
thought
is
you'd already
madness.
gone. It's
For
near
his own
midnight.
sake,
I'd
you
go
have
too.
to stop him.
It would also be nice if he
Thanks
didn't
for
rip a
coming to
hole
see
in
me
time.
stream. I'll stream again
There's
in the
already
next
a
couple
hole in the
days.
sky.
Thank you so much, you guys, for being so patient with me. And we'll see you soon, Rocco. I like you. You're always super consistent about commenting on my videos.
All this for me. And here I didn't get Alexius anything.
Send him a fruit basket.
Grey Warden.
Everyone
Can I
loves
just
those.
call you Vicarian? That's
You
a
know
long name.
you're his target.
In DA1 and 2, they sound
Expecting
like
the trap is
soulless
the
beings.
first
In,
step in turning
in
it to
Inquisition,
your
they seem to have gained some feelings.
can't
The way
stay
they
in
speak,
Redcliffe.
for example, the Tranquil One in
Alexius
Skyhold,
doesn't
she
know
doesn't
I'm
sound...
here,
She's
and I
not
want
a
to keep it that
Tranquil.
way for now.
The woman who
But whenever
is
you're
like the
ready to deal
researcher,
with him, I
Minerva,
want
she's
to
not
be
Tranquil.
there. I'll be in touch. Oh, and Felix, try not to get yourself killed.
I'm pretty sure she's not
There
a
are worse
Tranquil.
things than dying, Dorian.
Because she protected the Tranquil, remember in that conversation? Help the strange mage close the Fade Rift. And I already collected all the crap out of here because I came in here earlier by accident. I wonder if I'm the oldest person streaming right now. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of old creators.
Oh, demons don't scare me. I'll fight 10 at once. Ease up, big horse.
In fact, he acquitted himself quite well.
He did. I thought he acquitted himself quite well as well. Oh yeah, this old guy.
From the Inquisition. I didn't take
Oops,
care.
sorry, I ran right by you. Sorry, young man.
True enough. Hello again.
Mages or Templars? Yeah, no, she's not Tranquil. I'm pretty sure she's not. Oh, Vicarious person. I mean the woman upstairs in Skyhold. Oh, I don't remember her off the top of my head. I'll have to check it out when we get to Skyhold. Mages or Templars, which do I prefer? I prefer the mages, but we talked about this earlier, I think. I end up preferring the mages because I always play as a mage, and I just can't see a mage choosing against her own kind. But my daughter always picks the Templars, and she likes that set of quests better, and I do think that they're easier and a little bit faster.
How long has Magister Alexius been here?
In here.
After the Conclave, he arrived. Come to save us from the wrath of the Templars, they said. But this doesn't feel like safety.
No, it doesn't feel like safety. That's an astute observation, young man.
You seem young to be part of this.
I'm Lisas. I came into my magic when I was 9
Oh,
years old.
thanks so much,
Templars
Duchess.
came into
I
the
am going to be
alien
getting
church
offline here in a
into
couple
the
minutes because it's been over 3 hours and I'm supposed to at some point today help my husband refinish a piece of furniture that I've been putting off for, well,
I sing the
months.
chants, but I'll be locked up for the rest of my life.
Oh, Fiona's not. Fiona is the mage boss of the mages, or the one that just indentured herself to the mages. She's not Tranquil.
I never thought the Grand Enchanter would swear to a Magister.
Me neither.
Have you seen otherwise?
Okay. yeah, I can't do that one yet anyway, but I'm trying to... Oh, I need to pick up Blackwall and the captain of the Chargers. Wait a minute. Oh, a persistent messenger wants to have a word. Time to go back to Haven. And then I probably need to get offline. It was great seeing you, you too, Crystal. Thanks for coming by. I need to rearrange some stuff in our living room, make room for a cat tree. I just put a cat tree in my living room. That's so funny you say that. I literally just put it there like 2 weeks ago. And my cat ignored it for 2 straight weeks, and it wasn't cheap, so it was really irritating me. And then just about a week ago, she started climbing up. Actually, I put it there a month ago. About a week ago, she started climbing up the tree, and now she uses it all the time. Not to play, just to sleep on the very top of it. All right, let's go meet Krem, and then I'm probably going to head out because the day is passing by. I sure do appreciate everybody who came by. Where's Krem? Kremity Krem. Look how impatient he looks from behind. Look at that. Looks like he has to pee.
So you say. Have you seen our... Excuse me.
That's hilarious.
But I'm having a hard time getting anyone to talk to me.
Excuse me, I have to pee and they won't let me in the door.
Who are you, soldier? Cremisius Aclasi with the Bull's Chargers
Sorry,
mercenary
Krem's got to pee.
We've got word of some Tevinter mercenaries gathering out on the Storm Coast. My company commander, Iron Bull, offers the information free of charge. If you'd like to see what the Bull's Chargers can do for the Inquisition, meet us there and watch us work.
I look forward to meeting this Iron Bull.
Now you go use the bathroom, Krem. Go use the bathroom.
Storm Coast and you can see us in action.
Poor Krem. Look at that. He's got to go pee. All right, sorry, I'm starting to get a little bit silly. I am going to close this thing down now. I've been doing this for 3 hours, and that's probably enough for one day after not doing it for a couple months. He's been waiting for me for so long. It's 11 p.m. there. Yeah, it's time to go, people. Time to go. Time to go. Anyways, I totally appreciate you guys. I appreciate you watching me. I had more people watching today than I expected, given that it was impromptu, and I've been so inconsistent with this. So I'm going to do this in the next couple days, too, and try to do it twice a week, because I actually had a lot of fun today. It really helps me get my mind back in a place where I want it to be. So thank you guys so much for coming. I'm going to go, and I'll put a thing up on my YouTube page in the community board talking about when I'm going to come back, and it'll be in the next couple days. Thank you, Suzanne. Thank you, Janbo. Thank you, Vicarian and Elric, everybody who came. Suzanne, thank you guys so much for coming. Bye.